When designing spatial content, having things come in at actual size is very important. I'm 6'1", I have RoboCop set to 6 feet in our environment. So he's exactly about, I'm just a little bit taller. I set RoboCop to 6 feet. And of course, you need bigger things in the environment, like something that's 2.3 meters. You can quickly see that in actual reality. And other items like puppers here. Play dead. Perfect. So let's talk about that. So here I'm in the studio. I have Darth Vader set to 6.6 feet, or 2.03 meters, and I have RoboCop set to 6 feet. I'll change the feet. Now let's start something new here, and I'll show you how this works. And let's talk about we're not even talking about spatial design. Recently, I opened up 2 experiences from other people that were creating WebAR experiences. I opened up a pizza, and it was the size of my entire building. And I opened up a skull, this exploding skull. It's coming inside my room and going into the ground plane. I'll show you a couple of tricks here. Someone's going to call this size matters. Just going to go to, let's just pick feet as well. Let's pick about maybe 4, and let's go create. So I'm going to grab a model here and just bring it over here in a second. Right, so I have an object here. It's 88.1 megabytes. It's a GLB. I'm going to drag it into the studio. I'm just going to go proceed when it comes in. Now we'll watch down in the data. So not only is it a matter of, since I changed this feed as well, I'll mention that each one of these squares represents 1 foot. If it would have been meters, it would be meters. If it was centimeters, centimeters, and inches, inches. So right now, each one's 4. You can see it's set 4 across in the middle. So we have this grid. And over here, we notice that it's coming in at 6.6 megabytes. Just to confirm, that graphic was 88.1 megabytes, that GLB. Our system has decimated it down to that size. And we now know that if I want it to be 3 feet in the environment, I will go 3 feet and make sure it's 0 in the ground plane. I'm just going to move it over here. And let's bring RoboCop in again, just for a quick second. RoboCop is also sitting at a size of 35.6 megabytes. But I'm going to place RoboCop a few feet away as well when I bring it in. So we'll make sure that RoboCop is, we'll put him back at 6 feet. So let's change that to 6. Let's change 0 on the ground plane. Perfect. So again, that's each one of these is a foot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means it's going to take up 6 feet in my environment. So let's go save. Save and publish. So size of the data matters and size of the environment matters. So I'm just going to quickly open up the scan the QR code here. Let's go scan that QR code. And I'll place it in the environment. It's nice that we can create content this fast, at scale, and be absolutely as close to absolute size in the environment as possible. Once it's loaded in the portal, we can see it. I'm just going to tap the place in your space. Now this is 8 feet from this chest over to my couch. So, and this scenario is 6 feet wide, as going by what the studio says. So we're able to place this at absolute scale in the environment, or as close to rather. It's pretty accurate. So the nice thing about our system is if I move around and move up and down, left to right, if I come back, that content's still there. A lot of systems will drift, right? You'll go back to it and it's either moved across. It'll be, it could be over here and it could be smaller or something. Ours stays at the scale you want, even if you like and come back. There's no drift. The content stays there, and it's to scale in the environment. So designing that scale and having the content come in with a visual studio is key to be able to quickly do this, right? And the fact that you can actually mix things around. I can change this one to meters and the other one to inches or centimeters, right? So yeah, I could deal in centimeters for one object and meters for the other, or inches and feet, depending on the use case or the region that you may be in. Again, very important down in the bottom left-hand corner is about the size of it's not just about the size in reality, it's about the size, the serving size. So this data is your friend. It lets you know how big the experience is. Overall, this entire experience, it was over 120 megabytes, but decimated, compressed, and served and packed up, it's 12.7 megabytes altogether from server to phone. And so it's important to design it at scale for reality, for spatial design, as well as optimize those files. And that's what ShowCAST will do for your models. So anyway, I want to talk about that. I open up so many scenarios all the time, and usually they will, they won't be exact scale, or they'll drift, or they'll change scale as I'm moving around. So anyway, I hope that helps and understand. As I always say, I can't wait to see what you create. Thanks for watching.